Hey guys, Solidifier here. Welcome to a new type of MCreator video. As you can see behind me, there's a time lapse going. That is going to be for most of this video. Right now, currently, I'm creating textures for this episode. This is a Trunium computer right here. But here's how this is gonna work. I'm going to be telling you guys like what's going on, what I've already done in order to kind of make the videos higher quality. So right here, I'm designing textures for what's coming up. They are for more components inside of the game. So this is episode 6. In this episode, if you guys recall from last episode, I was making a dimension at the end. I walked through the portal, and the episode ended. So you don't know what the other side looks like. But I'd already made that dimension. I hadn't recorded that, unfortunately, but I already had that made. So right here, I'm designing textures. So as you can see, I designed a few computer textures, and now right here, I'm going to implement them all. Nope, I'm making one more final texture. So this texture actually took me a little while. I had to take multiple tries in this one. Or I think was split up among multiple sessions. I believe that it was. Either way, that is called the Voltagery. So, or how do you pronounce it? I don't know. I made a random name to pronounce it. It's like Voltagery? Voltagery? I don't know. Whatever you guys want to call it, really. It doesn't matter. Yeah, so right here I'm struggling to freaking draw an arrow. So this arrow is in the Voltagery to represent that it works like a furnace. So now here's this part took me a really freaking long time to figure out because I had to go back and like change how everything worked. So right here, as you can see, I'm attempting to actually do all the block scripting myself. I imported something I found on YouTube, which I didn't understand it, so I continued to go with my block thing. And then I'm like, all right, I can't figure this out. And so I'm like, you know what, I'm going to test, see what I have, see if it works. I test it, figure out it doesn't work, so I go back, change a few things, change a few updates or how it's going to do it. I test it, find out it doesn't work again. So I'm like, okay. I'm just going to try to make another tick thing for another timer, and I'm going to set the timer to be going as the world tick update. Doesn't work. Can't figure it out. I'm like, all right, let me try this. Try it, doesn't work. So I come back into here. I'm like, all right, what did I do wrong? Let me try something here. Okay, add a button maybe. No, button doesn't work. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna have to think of something else here. So I decided to import the things I found from the YouTube video. I had to go to Pylo's official website to figure out how to do this because this stuff is wicked complicated. And so I was like, all right. And so I watched alongside while I was going through and changing everything on how to actually make these GUIs and how to make them work. So as you can see here, I'm going through everything. The little middle column there represents what can be used to smelt. So I obviously only wanted to use Trunium. Or no, that's like that little red part. And right here, this is the section to get the particles going and the little ticking you hear in the background. You probably won't be able to hear that, but we'll see. So either way, here's what's going on here. It shows there are 3 recipes I made, which I believe were the Fahrenheit plates, the Fahrenheit computer, and maybe I didn't make a 3rd. No, I only made 2. So that's just for now. Obviously, I'm going to make more in the future. I'm going to have a lot to do with that machine. So I tried out. It half works. I did something wrong, so I go back, fix it. I put the percentage in there, take it off screen. Didn't quite look how I wanted it to, so I try to fix it. And I believe I get really close to fixing it. So right now I'm just making all the recipes for all the regular components that I added. Just a basic, like 2 Fahrenheit makes a bolt kind of component. So that's what I'm doing right here. All that's going to be used in the game coming up right now. I should be loading up the world pretty soon. There's just a few more recipes. I show off the recipes here. So yeah, I forget how it works because I'm a freaking idiot. You have to actually get the reactor block like shown here. You put the reactor down, then you right click with whatever you want the portal to be. So if you want it to be the Feroniar, you right click with the Feroniar Dimension Igniter. Another star opens up another portal. And okay, so finally I'm going to show how to get all this stuff to go to Thaniar, because some of the stuff is required in going to Thaniar that I added in this episode, I believe. Or wait, yeah, the lithium bolt or lithium structure is. Which, did I make that required Trunium? I think I hopefully did. If not, I'll go back and fix that. But right here, it takes me a minute, but the reason why this stuff isn't charging immediately is because you need to right click while there's water underneath you and while you're like kind of swimming in water. So like you'll see in a second I start to swim and I'm like, let's see if this works, and then I try it and it will work. So watch for a second. It if I ever go. I'm probably looking at the code, wondering what the heck am I doing here. And I realized, okay, it works. And so then I got the ionized chunium, and I decided to keep trying it to try to figure out how this really works, because something must have happened last episode that I forgot about, and I need to go update that. I need to make this a little bit smoother. I'm probably going to end up doing that in between episodes, probably before this hits YouTube. But yeah, that's what I'm doing right here. Okay, so I got the chunium, go into the water. It worked. Yep, got more ionized chunium. There we go. So yeah, we get it. We get it, solidifier, chunium, yay, right? So it looks like I keep floating in the water. I make sure to keep a lot of chunium in my inventory because it's used for stuff later on. It's used for a lot of stuff in going to the next dimension. Chunium's like the main item that you need. Alright, and then over here. Okay, chunium. Yep. Okay. Okay, you figured it. You freaking figured it out. Move on, Drew. Alright, so right now I'm currently paused. Probably looking at something really stupid. And then I was probably looking at the recipes there. So, yeah. Yeah, so I just looked up the recipes, got the crafting table, so now I'm going to craft stuff in live time to show you guys like what the recipe actually is. I just realized now I have not used the Fahrenheit bolts for anything. But yeah, we should probably figure out how to do that. So, yeah, I show Fahrenheit. Yeah, I grab all the resources required to make the lightning rod, which I implemented last episode, but I changed the recipe up to require a lithium scaffold. And so lithium scaffold is, as you're going to see here in a second, it's 4 iron bars, 4 lithium, and oh, what's in the middle? I think a lithium plate is. I want to change that to a chunium plate. Alright, and then iron bars, yeah. Because if that's a chunium plate, that'll make all this other stuff really build up, sort of thing. So then you put that there. Actually, if it requires a chunium plate, it wouldn't be makeable. I'll just change the lithium thing so that's not required in the grounding recipe. Alright, so there's lightning rod. Ionized chunium, right click it, you get destabilized chunium, and then you take your destabilized chunium and run around with it like you're a happy little gay kid. And then you look at it more. Look how red it is. It's nice and bright and freaking red or something. And then right here, I show the crafting recipe to how you make a voltagery because I was too lazy to go ahead and implement it and restart the game. But yeah, so it's that 2 computer and 6 slabs and whatever the heck was in the middle there, the scaffold. But obviously I'm going to change the scaffold to like an iron bar or something like that. And I'm also going to make a model for the voltagery. If anyone would like to do that in my Discord server, be sure to let me know if you want to make that. It's kind of like a furnace feel, but I kind of made a window in there, as you can see once I click out of it in a second. I made a little window. If that could actually be like a real 3D model, that'd be really cool. Yeah, so that's the voltagery. You can see the chunium smelting the, what do you call it, Fahrenheit plates, which you're going to need chun plates. That's how you get those. Same thing with the computer. You could put a Fahrenheit computer in there and get a chun computer. And there is lithium, there's the chun, and there's the destabilizing it, creating the Thaniar portal igniter. So now right here we're going to end up going back to the end. And I am going to implement, probably in between episodes because it's not that big of a thing, it's going to be called a portable end teleporter. What it will do is you bring it around with you. When you right click it, it'll probably just be a block. When you right click it, it'll bring you to the end right in the middle here. And yeah, so then there's a Fahrenheit portal right there. Or not Fahrenheit, Thaniar. And then you go into Thaniar, and it's a dark world here. So there's obsidian on the ground because it kind of, it's very similar to the Nether. Possibly a futuristic version of the Nether, a more cooled down version. But yeah, the blocks here are more stabilized, not melting like the Netherite. They're more kind of solidified, because I'm the solidifier. So I'm about to go back through the portal and show you guys what the blocks look like when you can actually see. So I'm not very fond of the dirt texture. I think it's called Thanage. That's probably what I called it. So that's the Thanium. That's the portal block right there. Yeah, so Thanium right there. And then we're going to have Thanage, Thanion, which is like the stone, right? And then the sand version, which is Thanon. So it falls like sand. It's nice and cool. It made a stone sound, so I went back and fixed that quick. But yeah, thanks for watching. Enjoy the coffee. Peace out.